You I bring the change. So free to get the youth from the chains. Me send the youths, them not got no way out. Rebel radar plot the layout. Got a lot to say out. I know nothing for your bust and shot and rail out. Chocolate I go chop your brains out. But me rather teach the people if each one side say equal rights. We take it to a equal heights. Whether you Hebrew, Israelite, a Rastafarian, where I thought the king will take a seat up high. Just listen the lyrics where Judah provide. Take a seat, meditate, make sure you're breathing right. If life is about this, are you reading light? Rebel Raider run the streets tonight. I'ma tell them, Kabaka Pyramid, that is my name. The game, it will never be the same. Rebel Radio, I bring the change. So free to get a youth from these chains. Kabaka Pyramid, that is my name. The game, it will never be the same. Rebel Radio, I bring the flames. So free to get the youth from the chains. No, yeah. Rebel Radio, I love it.
Have mercy on my soul. DJ Chocolate in control. Under the Empress control. Me all a vision and me eye them behold that chocolate jump over the hole. Bad girl eat royal fish and fowl. Hey yo, I'm the chocolate controller. Me all a vision and me eye them behold that gangster jump over the hole. Bad girl eat royal fish and fowl. Hey yo, what is your story unfold? And me I tell you, idiots on pump patrol. The whole of them free, but them damn so. No one take DJ Chocolate solo. Hey yo, me all the same so some girl. She born a Canada, downtown Toronto. With a brand new Jamaican flow. With a brand new Jamaican flow. Boom! Under the Empress controller. Me all a vision and me eye them behold that chocolate jump over the hole. Bad girl eat royal fish and fowl. Hey yo, under chocolate controller.
Sure, DJ Chocolate. Think how reggae my life is my Lord and Empress. Sure, me say me love our character. DJ Chocolate as the actor.
Wanna wish she a feature the chiropractor.
Or a medical doctor. Cause watch a man a reggae my light is in a she long. She catch it down in a Kingston. I reckon my light is in a she lungs. In him she catch it from a band Jamaican. Well, if you don't know why you're some information. DJ Chocolate grew up as a Rasta woman. She listens sound artist and musician. She sing a song with a compilation. Well, listen, you know this is the situation. Say Chocolate I play like a veteran. She make you see it, hear and function. Easy mad stallion and sexy Susan. They call me love our character. DJ Chocolate as the actor.
Wanna wish she a feature the chiropractor.
Or a medical doctor. Cause watch a man a reggae my light is in a she lungs. She catch it down in a Kingston.
I reggae my light is in a she lungs.
In him she catch it from a band Jamaican. She blame it on the cable on the radio station. She play the reggae music like she the island. She play Nickelodeon, Super Cat the Indian. She play Amma Mouth, Stitchy and Papa San. She play Mama Nancy and Delroy Wilson. She play Ika Mouse and a Badman Welton. She play Jimmy Cliff right after Grindsman. They read all a psalm and all a meditation. Listen, me love our character. DJ Chocolate as the actor.
Wanna wish she a feature the chiropractor.
Or a medical doctor. Cause watch a man a reggae my light is in a she lungs. She catch it down in a Kingston.
I reggae my light is in a she lungs.
And him she catch it from a Jamaican. Well, if you don't know what you're some information, DJ Chocolate grow up as a Rasta woman. She listens sound artist and musician. She play a song with a punk compilation. Well, listen, you know, this is the situation. Reggae, are you riding this damn Babylon? It make you see it in a function. DJ Chocolate, are you a true champion? Boom, Miss me love our character. Celestia, is that not improvement?
Strictly bubbling data. Strictly bubbling data. Under some icy water. I say you bubble and one. Play by the king on up his all and bring on. So daddy come and keep you rocking and ting on. So this I want you on the brand new swing. Make your kick up, make your fling up and ting. But I get them. Jump shack out cause your love is vibrant. Jump shack out cause you feel so alive and jump shack out are you in a night. Nobody could ever come call you bright. But I get them. Are you a wiggle? Are you that a wine? And are you a wiggle? I make a see signs of me eat up and me wiggle pan baby eyes. So me give her two pan the waistline. I get them. She a dance, and me a dance too well. I be a skanky booty like a outro. I want your house and I will never be blown. This I want you take your own by your show. Balance them. Oh, that I say we can dance. Oh, that I say we can dance. Oh, say we can romance. Oh, say we can romance. Oh, that I say we can dance. Oh, that I say we can dance. Oh, that I say no romance. Oh, that I say no romance. When me check I must say Roman by time. But you know so them not love the mighty time. When you wanna check it, people in a pretty kind. Just the way them bubbling, the way them want, yeah. I know about I'm in there, yeah, I'm in there, yeah, just for you. Some black people, when you hear me talk, you know me pass through. Everything is nice and everybody know it's okay. W-A-M-E, Daddy Kuma, I know.
Chatterbox tonight because Empress Sophia and I are going to hold it down without climax for the first time in a long time. But don't worry, people, you don't have to just hear me. I have given Unu a hint of who is in the studio with the last few songs. And I have to say, I'm such a huge fan of our first guest in the studio tonight. Daddy Nkrumah, my friend, how are you?
Blessed love, DJ Chocolate. Rastafari, Emperor, this last side first, and Empress Menet.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. And happy almost coronation month to all of my Rasta Ijans and sisters on the outside.
Yes.
We will be talking more about that, but I'm pretty excited because the festivities are in the works for that. Um, I'm excited to have you here because out of all of the music people in Toronto and Nkrumah, I think you have been one of the people who I have most consistently had on the show since you started and since I started.
Yes, yes, you've been a big supporter of Nkrumah, and I love you for that. You know, I love the radio, and you've always been there for me to help me push my thing to the world. You know.
Yo, that Strictly Bubbling Daughters song, like from when you gave me that CD, I was like, okay, everything this kid does.
Yeah.
And now you're not a kid. Now
No.
now you're Daddy and Nkrumah, and
Yeah.
we are a good 15, 20 years past that. And
Yes.
and you're still uniquely making Canadian music great again
Thank you
and
very
again
much.
and again and again.
Thank you very much.
I'm so excited for you to be working with somebody that I rate almost as much as I rate you, even if he's late. The
Mhm.
one Chucky, the real star, Daily
Yeah.
Works on the outside. Big ups to you for always supporting great Canadian music. And I mean, I know Nkrumah's had more than one music video,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
but I think that the kind of push that I've seen the Daily Works crew giving to the work that he produces is not just legitimate, because everything you've done is legitimate, but it's respected on an international level, and there's all kinds of future works as well as the new video. So I mean, again, everybody knows who you are, so I'm not going to ask you who your influences were,
Yeah.
but maybe you can help me musically explain the bridges between what I just played of your works, because I think that Strictly Bubbling Daughters was at a very different point in your career from Reggae Myelitis and I'm going to call it Mama Control.
Yes, yes, yes,
and
yes.
and now to the song on Chucky's Rhythm and your new video Love is Appealing. So help me connect the dots.
Well-
Strictly Bubbling Daughters was at what stage in your career, and how did it go from there to Reggae Myelitis to Love is Appealing?
Well, you know, Strictly Bubbling Data was a time where I didn't have my own production. I didn't have anybody producing me.
Right.
I happened to be in a studio that I used to hang out in,
Yeah.
Fuller Sound Studios.
Big up O'Neill Fuller
Yeah,
on the
big
outside.
up Fuller, the drummer, you know. So
Yeah.
I used to hang around in that studio,
Mhm.
and they used to just jam,
Right.
you know, just play the music, and whatever happens, happens.
Yes.
So, sorry, that night they were playing, and I just jumped on the microphone. I didn't even know they were recording.
Whoa.
You
So
know?
that was them playing that, or that,
No,
that
they
flew
actually they were
over?
just playing the instrumental, but like
Right.
it's like a jam, you know.
Yeah.
Either they're playing the music or they're just playing music, you know.
Right.
So they were playing the song, and I said, "Can I sing a song on the rhythm or something to that?" If this is years ago.
Yeah.
So at that time, I didn't have my own production, so it was more freestyle on whatever I could get my hands on.
Right.
From there to Reggae Myelitis was again, I didn't have my own production, but I wanted to put something out, because if you don't know, I had a career from the early '90s,
Indeed.
and I kind of had my own issues, and I took a break.
Mhm.
And when I came back, these were my coming back songs, you know,
Right.
bringing myself back into the business type thing.
So the mix CD that Strictly Bubbling Daughters it's a Fulla Sound production, and
Yes.
I think if you link Fulla, it's still available. But
Hmm.
just from the consumer and also enjoyment angle,
Hmm.
like for me, the first time you gave me that CD at Timeless,
Yeah.
you gave me that CD at Timeless. I remember you handing it to me. And you gave me a couple, actually. You gave me one for Patrick, one for Ron. This is like the middle of like the CKLN heyday.
Yes.
Big up Empress Sophia in the area. But yeah, anyway, you gave me that CD, and I remember where were we going? I think it was the Montreal Reggae Festival. It was
Mhm.
like the next weekend,
Yes.
and I put that CD in the car, and I was in the car with my sister and Ruth from Strictly Roots,
Yes. Yes.
and we were on our way to MRF, Montreal International Reggae Festival, and that song came on the car. And Ruth and I had to pull it up like 5 times. We were like, this is such good vibes. And
Yeah.
this is Nkrumah, who's like Mr. Serious, dubby, Rasta guy. And
Yeah.
like all of a sudden, this like good vibes, dancey girls bubbling in the car. And I'm a serious Rasta dubby person too, damn
yeah,
it.
yeah,
The
yeah,
idea that I would be sitting in my car with my Rasta sister and
yeah,
on our way to the Montreal Reggae Festival for like Luciano and Fantin Moja and Freddie McGregor. And it was like one of those very Rasta heavy years.
yeah.
And both Ruth and I were sitting in the car and we were strictly bubbling
Strictly
datas.
bubbly data, yeah.
Like that is exactly what we were doing. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, this is where the music actually changes how I identify with myself.
yes,
Right
yes,
in the
yes.
context. So anyway, that's just the situational context for you
Mhm.
of us. But then when Reggae Myelitis and that whole round of music came out, I didn't know until this very interview, and I've known you for at least 25 years at this
Yeah.
point. I didn't know that you didn't feel like you didn't have your own productions at that point. Like I hear Reggae Myelitis and nothing in the Canadian reggae landscape at that time sounded like that.
Yeah.
It was innovative. So
Thank you.
and it's cool, right? Because I mean, I hate to say it, but people tend to follow the mold of what is popular
Mhm.
and not try to divert from that and influence people in a different direction. And the same way that I was sort of tickled pink by the different direction of Strictly Bubbling Datas when Reggae Myelitis came out. I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time I put it in the CD player and hit play, I was like, "Where's the Peter Tosh horns? This isn't
Yeah.
my Reggae Myelitis. What the
Yeah.
heck is this?"
Yeah,
And then I listened to it and I was like, "Oh, this is its own Reggae Myelitis.
yeah, different.
Very different and
Yeah.
very cool."
Yeah, it was actually Ras Yonchi, that my virgin Ras Yonchi
Of
from
course.
One Trinity and Big Up Naturalist.
Yes, of course.
It was
Naturalist.
actually Ras Yonchi that brought that rhythm to me.
Right.
At the time we were recording at Wellesley Sound Studio.
Yes. Big up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, and he brought the rhythm and said, I have a rhythm that we should put some songs on it.
It's perfect for you and Yanchi. It's
That's what we
totally
did.
perfect.
Yeah, that's what we did. We went to the studio, recorded it, and that song actually got me signed to a label.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
it was cool and it was different and people don't really sound like you in Krima.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
like that is worth, I mean, it's not just worth money, it's worth street cred,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's like when everybody else is like, "Oh, well, Valiant's trying to sound like this, so I'm going to write songs about science."
Yeah.
You're doing you.
Yes. Yes. Stay in my lane.
And that is, well, and you've invented your lane. You're not borrowing somebody else's lane.
Thank you. Thank you.
So explain the seriousness of data control and prayer and Reggae Myelitis and that era of Nkrumah vibrations and how it got to what it is now with like another love song.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
love is appealing. I
it
mean,
is.
I like that song is probably more universal.
yes. 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 Yeah. Yes. Yes. How did Chucky convince me to do the song? Yeah. No, I can't hear you. I can't.
All right. Can you hear me now? All
Yeah,
right.
I can hear
That's
you.
better.
Yeah.
So yeah, how did the Nkrumah lane shift from east to west?
Well, I mean, in terms of Reggae Myelitis, Data Control, and even One or Dancehall or any of those songs.
Yeah.
At that time, that's just how I was writing.
Right.
That was my vibe.
Right.
And it's really always been my vibe. It's
Which
just
makes
that
sense.
it took me. It's to tell you the truth. The rhythms, the beats that I get inspire me to put certain songs on them. So when I hear a certain beat, I can draw for a song that I really love.
Right.
That I've been sitting on for years and years, never voice it nowhere, and drop it on that rhythm. So these are songs that I have had written for a while
And not
and
necessarily.
not necessarily voice them because, as I said, I didn't have my own production.
Right.
So I was kind of winging it. My career really started as a stage show artist, a live artist. In the 90s, I did a lot of live work. My first song I recorded was with King Turbo, a song called It's So Wrong on an acoustic rhythm.
I remember that song.
Yeah, produced by Slingshot. So
Yeah.
that was my first time really recording. So after that, after I took a break, I had to kind of get myself back into finding a producer or produce myself.
Right.
I was still learning about the business. So
Yes.
these were just my steps of you know,
Progress.
getting to where I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, love is appealing.
Love is appealing.
Um, why is love appealing? What is the intention behind the song? How did you? I mean, I can kind of guess what it is, and we're gonna play it, and I'm sure
Yeah.
people will hear the intention behind the song. But lyrically and musically, it is a complete about face.
Thank you.
It's totally different.
Yeah.
And I like totally different. I like it when artists show range and versatility
Mhm.
and like a different scope.
Yes. Yeah.
So those are lyrics by you, production and rhythm by Daily Works.
Daily Works and T.R. Russian music from Judgment Yard.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And the video was released last Monday?
Thursday.
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 Okay. I'm sorry. It's been a very blurry week for
That's
me.
okay. That's okay.
I know that Chucky sent it to me and I watched it about 5 minutes later. It was one
Yes.
of those things where I was like, I saw it hit my phone and I was like, okay, I have to get these other people out of my way so I can go turn this on and
Yes.
play it loudly. And yes,
Yes,
so
yes,
I
yes.
played it and I was very impressed. And we're gonna play it for the listeners in a minute.
Yeah.
But before we do that, where can people find that? Where can they find your music online if they don't necessarily already have the link?
You can find it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, any of these digital outlets. You can find it at Nkrumah. That's NKRUMAH.
Right.
Instagram is Nkrumah Music.
And-
Facebook, same thing.
Same thing.
Nkrumah Music. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, well, that makes it easy for people to find. I know I've asked you this, I think, at about 20 different stages in your career, but just for the people on the outside that haven't heard the 19 other interviews,
Yeah.
Nkrumah is a very serious name to adopt
Very
as
serious.
an artist.
Very serious.
And I'm wondering 20 years later,
Mhm.
if you still feel the same way that you did at the beginning, because I know that you come from a background of musical seriousness.
Yeah.
And that there's a sort of awareness to your name and your history that maybe most people don't have. So help me enlighten the people. Why did you pick such a serious name? Where does Nkrumah come from? Both the name and the artistry.
I'll tell you. It's a little story. I went to Jamaica when I was 15 years old. I've been going there for years, but this particular trip, I wanted to tell my father that I wanted to be an artist.
Right.
So I went to Jamaica and I said, Daddy, I want to be an artist.
And who's your daddy?
Neville Bell from
Right.
Smile Jamaica TV. So I said, Daddy, I want to be an artist. He said, okay, what's your stage name? I said, at the time, my friends used to call me Daddy K.
Right.
So I said, they call me Daddy K. Daddy was like, no, that's not going to work.
You're too young.
No Daddy K,
Yeah.
you know? So then I said, he said, you should call yourself Nkrumah.
Mhm.
At the time, I had no idea who Nkrumah was. He said to me, you were named after Kwame Nkrumah. Your birth name is Kwame.
Yeah.
Go by the name Nkrumah. And he basically gave me a quick teaching of who the man was and what he represented.
Mhm.
And I took it very serious, I said, if that's my name and that's what I'm named after,
Then,
I
then you
might
need
as
to live
well.
up to it.
yeah, I might as well live up to it. So
Yeah.
I try my best to live up to it. But also I want to be myself. So I
Yes.
don't follow him 100%.
Right.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
I take the good and I
Incorporate
Incorporate
it into the unique Nkrumah
Yes,
iterations.
yeah. But he's a very powerful man and very smart, intelligent man. He was a doctor of many things, a president of Ghana, Africa,
Yes, exactly.
So he's well respected.
Mhm.
And I feel how do I say? I feel blessed to even carry the name,
Mm.
Yeah.
You want to go? We're both joking. Africa. Is that in your sights?
Definitely. I would love to go to Africa. Love to go to Africa.
And have you had any Ghanaian reactions to your name? People from there who understand the Thai.
Definitely. A lot of people, when they hear my name, are you born in Ghana?
Right.
That's the first question they ask me, But I say, no, I'm a Canadian.
You're a Canadian. When did you come here? How old were you?
I was born here.
You were born here.
I was
Okay.
born here.
So you're more legitimately Canadian than
I'm
probably
full-
everybody else in this room.
I'm 100% Canadian.
Wow.
Yeah, but with Jamaican background.
Of course. Of course.
Both my parents are Jamaican.
I remember you telling me one year. I told you this is back when my locks were like 4 times longer than yours. That I was going to England, and you were like, you need to hook up with so and so and so and so and so and so.
Yeah.
So for a long time, I actually thought you had British
Okay.
background.
Okay. No, I actually went there.
Right.
So I went there for a short tour. So I met a couple people, you know.
Well, I remember following your instructions actually, going down to Camden Lock and going looking for the people you told me to.
Yeah.
And being very glad that I did.
Nice.
Very
nice,
glad that I
nice.
did. So people can find you on social media on those platforms, Facebook and Instagram at Nkrumah Music,
Yes.
and they can find your music on Apple Music and Spotify. What about this new Daily Works video and the new rhythm? Has the rhythm come out as well as just the
The
video?
rhythm has come out. It's called
Okay.
the Canaan rhythm.
Yes.
You can find the video.
Yo, you've got like this global thing with your music, right? Not everybody knows where Nkrumah came from or where Canaan came from,
Yes, yes.
but it's
yes.
like you are going to make people study, and
Yes,
as a
yes.
music geek, I love that.
Yes.
I
yes,
love
yes,
that.
yes.
It is truly edutainment. Right?
Yes,
It's not
thank
just
you.
it's not just strictly bubbling data.
No.
It's go read.
yes, 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 yes.
And going to read is a beautiful thing.
yes.
So I think that we should play I think we should play the new song, but I also can you give us a little piece on the rhythm? Is this too ska-ish for you?
On this rhythm?
You know what it was? I picked this not because I was expecting you to sing something on it, but this has the same Happy Bob vibes that Strictly Bubbling Data does. and the next time you're making a mixtape at Full Studio, keep up the Bob works, because it's so approachable for people who maybe don't know about Canaan or Nkrumah or data control. You know what I mean? It's like the kids in Japan that just want to sing along with something. It's like they're gonna shuffle, they're gonna do the ska, they're gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So before we play Love Is Appealing, I would like to hear a piece of Nkrumah live. Is that okay?
Okay, let's try it.
You want me to turn it up a bit?
Yes,
please?
please.
Okay.
Ay, 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 ay. Oh, feel no way. Cha. Lion for the lioness, king for the empress, queen in a shita dress. She promotes love. Ay, ay. Lion for the lioness, king for the empress, queen in a shita dress. She promotes love. Oh, yo, me ba love. LVE, me ba love. For you and me, me ba love. Red, gold, and green, me ba love. Why, me ba love. Rock and coming, ba love. The people love sing, ba love. Everybody, ba love. Aye, aye. Lion for the lioness. King for the empress. Queen in a shita dress. She promotes love. Why, lion for the lioness. King for the empress. Queen in a shita dress. She promotes love. From above, a love throw to the air like a pure white dove. Lion paw without glove. Lioness now left her cub. Family there with kisses and hugs, silk sheets and fur rugs. Bad girls and rude thugs. Lion for lioness. King for the empress. Queen in a chic dress. She promotes love. Why, lion for lioness. King for the empress. Queen in a chic dress. She promotes love. Why, chocolate love. Roots Reggae Radio, you know? For real, empress. I love you too. I swear. Ay, 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 ay. Hey, hey, hey. Ang matanda. Hey, hey. Chuck, she said the loving's a feeling. She feel like she's dreaming.
She say it with meaning. You know she say it with feeling. But then she said the loving's appealing. She feel like she dreaming. She say it with meaning. You know she say it with feeling. But then she said with pleasure comes pain. She love tweet in the rain. Me say she not complain. Me say I'm me one she claim. Come again so we fly go a Spain. She turn on the propane. She ignite the car flame. Nothing more fi explain. She rise the main vein. She said the loving's a healing. She feel like she dreaming. She say it with meaning. You know she say it with feeling. But then she said the loving's a healing. She feel like she dreaming. She say it with meaning. You know she say it with feeling. But then so she ask a question. If me want add to the population. She want a daughter, a son. She want me to join in the true conception. Try overstand his procreation. Help grow the nation. In my opinion, we can raise a queen and king lion. Real African, she said the loving's appealing. She feel like she dreaming. She say it with meaning. You know she say it with feeling. But then she said the loving's appealing. She feel like she dreaming. She say it with meaning. You know she say it with feeling. But then I. You know Love.
Baruch Adonai, Baruch Abba Yerushalayim, Baruch Adonai, Baruch Abba Yerushalayim. From the Bible to the Quran, a revelation in Jerusalem. Shalom, Salam Alaikum. You can see Christian, Jews, and Muslims.
I had to do it. I had to do it. I mean, before where there is a Canaan, there is a Jerusalem, an Jerusalem. I'm so happy that Chucky is reviving one of my favorite songs of all time. And do you remember back in the day when Higla first came on Rebel Music in Kurma, we had an international segment where
Yes,
where
yes.
music that wasn't from reggae music that wasn't from Jamaica did play.
Yes, yes, yes,
and
yes.
and we were just talking while the mics were off about Alpha Blondie and how much I like this song.
Yes.
Of all rhythms to pick, I'm so glad that Chucky picked that one.
I know. I love the rhythm. I love it. I love it.
And the lyrical content. I mean, what maybe a lot of people don't know about the beginning of this song, at the beginning when he speaks in Hebrew, it is the traditional Friday night prayer that marks the beginning of the Sabbath.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And it's a very important thing. I mean, I can't speak Hebrew at all,
Mhm.
but I can recite that whole prayer
Yes, yes.
because it's the thing that we said, like the same way that a whole bunch of non-Christian people know about the Lord being your shepherd and not walking.
Yes.
You know, it's like it's the thing that people
Yes.
know. And Baruch
Yes.
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. I mean, I sound like I speak Hebrew when I say it because I
Yeah.
listen to my grandparents say it so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, blessed be our Father, the King of the universe, and the Maker of the wine, and the Maker of the fruits of the earth,
Mhm.
and that's so universal.
Yes.
So I'm glad that Chucky picked something universal and approachable for
Mhm.
you in some ways because you're so different. So
Thank
it's
you.
like giving people an element of the familiar gives them something to hang on to while they're introduced
Yes.
to
Yes.
Nkrumah vibes.
Yes.
So what's next for Nkrumah? What's next on the radar?
Well, to tell you the truth, I have released a couple singles.
Oh.
But most of them were on vinyl. That's my
Ah.
new lane now. So I have two vinyls that are being released. I should be getting limited edition
Mhm.
within a week or two.
Nice.
They're produced in the UK.
Cool.
One
With
is
whom?
produced by Shaolin Sounds,
Oh, okay.
and one is produced by the Grampians. It's
Okay.
me and the Grampians.
The Grampians.
Yeah, so the song with the Grampians is called Raka's Arena,
Ah,
Real Roots.
good.
The other song is called Herb. It's like a UK 90s, 80s, 90s dubstep, you know?
Nice.
So
nice.
I have those released on vinyl. So I'll
Okay,
be
but
selling.
hold on. Pause on the vinyl tip. I do follow you on social media, and I'm the world's worst social media person. I don't think I've posted other than 2 human rights things and barred from the club in a couple of years. But
Yeah.
having said that, I do pay attention to my friends when I log on.
Mhm.
Isn't it like one of your records selling for like $1 million right now? I'm totally over exaggerating, but I remember
Yeah.
looking at it being like, it's about time my friend's music is worth that much money.
Yeah.
But tell me this story.
So my first venture into the vinyl was a song named Congo that
I
I
love that
produced myself.
I love that song.
You know.
Culture played that song.
yes.
That's where I heard it.
So I first pressed about 10 copies of that record. So I didn't. This was my first entry into vinyl.
Right.
I was selling them for $20.
Mm-hmm.
I got a phone call about. I did that about 3-4 times. I got a phone call. Somebody said, "Kruma, they're selling your record for $80. You got to up your price."
Whoa.
So I said, "Okay." So I started to sell them for $40.
Right.
Then I stopped at 40. I didn't go any higher than 40. Then one day I was Googling the Congo. I just wanted to Google myself and see what I would
To see
find.
what would happen.
You know,
yeah.
so I Googled Congo, and this press thing came up, DistroKid or something, not DistroKid, Disco something.
Yeah.
And it had all the ratings and everything, and it said rated number 3 out of 5, and
Whoa.
selling the lowest $80, the highest $142.50
Yo.
for a 7-inch 45 vinyl record.
Wow.
3-minute song, $142.50.
Well, your music is like, I can see people in the UK going a little bit nuts for it.
I'm telling you, and
And
to tell
Japan.
you the truth, it's not just the UK. Because me personally, I was getting sales from all over the world.
Right.
All over the world. I was shipping all over the world.
Nice.
You know, so it's not just the UK. It's really it's really a song that's worldwide.
Where's the furthest place?
I don't even know because I'm not that good with the map. But I've
Right.
I mean I've
What
hit
are some-
Germany, Belgium, Brazil, Africa, UK, Europe,
Nice.
Netherlands, all over. People
That's
from all over
crazy.
America. people from all over ordering the record, you know. So it's been really good for me, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
I've continued on that level, and doing that, I actually met people like the Grampians and other people
Right.
who have produced me and putting me on record now, you know.
Right.
So
Well,
it's
that is a good thing.
yeah.
We'll soon see you leaving for the UK again, I'm sure.
I'm hoping.
I'm knowing. I'm knowing. I'm predicting it. I'm
Yeah.
predicting it. I kind of sucks that our good music people have to leave here before anybody gives them their proper ratings, but it's
Yeah.
sort of part of the pattern, and not every Canadian can be interesting to the Brits. Our
Well.
music, I mean, again, I'm not saying anything about the production quality. I rate my music production hydrants here thoroughly.
Yeah.
But in England, it's got to be deep. It's got to be booming. And it doesn't have to sound like what's number one in Jamaica. It just has
No.
to sound really good,
Yes.
and it doesn't have to be typical.
yes.
They like cool, different things
Yeah.
in England. So
Yeah.
that I think it's a perfect place for you to go.
Yeah.
So you should talk to the Grampians.
Yep.
Album release time.
Yep.
I'll be your roadie
Okay. Yeah.
happily.
Yeah.
That I think that it's about. It would be a really good thing to see you over there. And Jashaka, may he rest in peace. I'm sure he would have loved your music.
I know. So many people told me that
Yeah.
before he died. You know, how many people were telling me that I remind them of Jashaka.
Yeah.
A lot of people said that to me, and at the time I wasn't
You were,
as familiar as I am now.
yeah.
But you know, that's
It's the one turntable, shaking bass, serious lyrics, but everybody's
Yeah.
still dancing and listening and enjoying the same way
Yeah.
that people dance and listen and enjoy to a jiggy party here.
yes.
Right? It's that sort of Kazar, may he rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Keza.
Vibrations, right? Like
Yes.
the dub connection, like the
Yes,
serious,
yes.
like it's not lively, they're not cussing,
No.
there no like there's mic presence isn't even the point of the party. It's
No.
bass and how the music makes you feel.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, yes.
And that's where I see your music going over so well.
Thank you.
And I think England is the best place for that.
Yeah.
So let's go find that. I think everybody in the studio, right? UK bound. We can
Yeah.
all drink Ribena, which is one of my favorite UK exportations, and they have great music there. And the one turntable and the multiple speakers with big woofers like that Kazar did
Yes.
here, like that's where that
That's where it
still
is.
happens. I mean, I
Yes.
know it still happens in Jamaica, but they don't play that kind of music on those big systems in Jamaica.
No.
And much as did you go to Jamaica this summer?
Not this summer.
You
I was
didn't
supposed
go.
to.
Yeah, I was supposed to. We were supposed to go at the same
Yes,
time,
yes,
and we
yes.
didn't go. And
No.
okay, well, I wasn't sure. I didn't think you guys went either.
No, I didn't go.
I don't know if that festival even happened, but
It
I mean,
happened.
did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the thing is, though, absolutely nothing but ratings for Jamaica, but you have to sound a certain way
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
And I think if you sell a lot of records for $40 to $120 in England, and people know who you are more in Jamaica, when you hit Dancehall Thursday sounding different,
Yes.
it won't matter that you sound different.
Yes.
Right now, you go on there and you perform after Valiant, there's gonna be a whole bunch of confused little kids who don't understand your lyrics.
Yes.
Right? And I mean, they're not necessarily confused, they're just thinking about different things, and
Yeah.
it's so important that people actually learn with music, and then it makes you want to open your mind and hold the meds,
Mhm.
expand your consciousness.
Definitely.
So you're doing the vinyl with the Grampians. Any live things coming up here that I should know about? I was talking to somebody about a gig with you on it. Did they have you gotten a link in the last couple of days?
No, I haven't.
No. Okay, well, you will be.
Okay.
You fully will be.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So that's not been announced yet, but I think that the world needs more Nkrumah.
Thank you.
And I'm happy that this kind of support from people like Daily Works and the Grampians is coming your way.
Yeah, and I'm very thankful for Chucky and for the Grampians and every producer that's worked with me in my time.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful, because without them I wouldn't be who I am today.
Totally.
The song "Prayer" was actually produced in Paris, by an empress named Cathy Selector. Well, that's what I call her. It's KTY Selector, but I
Right.
call her. So she produced Prior.
Oh, I didn't
And
know that.
yes, I also have a song on the first produced in China actually. It's
What?
called Africa, and it was on the first reggae album to ever come out of China.
Oh, that's so interesting.
It's a rhythm
I
called
don't have
No
that
More
one.
War Rhythm.
I don't have that one.
I'll send that to you.
Yeah,
It's
you
called
should.
No More War Rhythm. So that I
Because
have
in
that
20 years, I'm
released.
gonna have to pull out something that's like, oh my god, chocolate, you still have that?
Yeah. So
We'll go with the
I'm-
first Chinese reggae record ever.
yeah,
Yeah.
record album.
Record
I'm
album.
on the album.
That's very
It's
cool.
a rhythm. So it's Chuck Fender is on it and more artists.
Right.
So I'm really pleased. And recently, I mean the other day I received an award from Youth Uprising Progress Awards
Oh, we'll be in that.
for
Yeah.
excellence in reggae music consciousness. So I give thanks for that too.
It's fitting, right? You do actually represent excellence in reggae music consciousness, and big up the uprising people, because that's kind of like there's not as many awards anymore as there used to be,
No.
and so I'm glad that people are still doing them, especially ones that are sort of consciousness based instead of sales based. Like it's not that it's popularity, the Grammys are popularity based, because they're not. It's more of a mathematical commercial formula based, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that people are sort of celebrating knowledge and ideals, as well as how many of their linkies are passing it to them, kind of vibes.
Yes.
So but that's not your first award.
No.
I got my first award the same night you got your first award, and I
Okay.
swear it was like 25 years ago.
Yeah,
It was a long time ago.
my first award I received from Soul to Soul and Stone Love for Most Conscious
Oh,
Artist
okay.
of the Year in 1995.
So it was way more than 25 years ago.
Yeah, that was my first award.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and that again was for Most Conscious Artist, and so 28 years later, I'm getting Most Conscious Artist.
Well, it
So
is
it's-
good to be
it's a great
conscious for
thing.
a long time.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Consistency is proper.
Yes.
But I have to say, I had a conversation about mid 90s Canadian music, and your name came up, and we were having a session actually with Treson,
Mhm.
and talking about how Turbo really bust a few of my favorite Canadian artists to the world at sort of approximately the same time. And you and Trey, like, I consider to be byproducts of the Turbo studio in some way. And
Yep.
so big up Slingshot for that. Big
Yeah.
up Cecil and Ricky and
yep.
of course the
Specs,
original.
Solomon,
Yes.
O'Toole,
I don't think Specs was
Jamin.
even on the sound in 1995.
No,
I-
I
like-
can't remember. It wasn't 95. I'm not sure.
But when your song, when I heard them start playing your song,
Yeah.
I don't think they were even on CIUT yet.
Mm,
I heard it live, and I
they
heard,
did play it on CIUT. At
I
the
know that
time
they played it on CIUT a lot
Yeah.
afterwards. Like,
Yeah,
to me, both you, like, that's where I grew familiar with hearing it over and over again.
Mhm.
But I do remember, I mean, you guys, Blessed,
Yes.
like there's some music that I consider to be the finest music
Thank you.
in Canadian reggae that came out of that era
Yes.
of that studio,
Yes.
because those guys had people's attention and the ability to play music that people didn't necessarily know, but they would
Mhm.
still listen to and be like, oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. I mean, King Turbo is the sound that really put me on my toes and made me say, okay, you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
It was if I could tell you, the first song I cut for them was a song named Kushong Peng on the Sketel rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sketel rhythm.
on
You?
the Sket. That's what I'm saying. That was the first song I
They
ever
put
did
you
for
on
them.
the Sketel rhythm?
Yep, I went to Ron Nelson's studio.
Of course.
They played the rhythm and they said they want a dub on it. So I gave them Kushong Peng, not knowing. I figured it was just a song.
Yeah.
One night I went to a basement dance. They were playing it and they played it and the place erupted and I was shocked. I had no idea this was happening.
That something like that could even happen.
Could
with-
happen,
Yeah,
So that was the night I said, okay, maybe I should really take this more serious now,
totally.
So yeah, they're the ones that really put. And then again, they played me on the radio a lot and so
Yeah,
forth.
they
They really
did.
pushed my career.
They did. They
You
did.
know?
And I mean, I'm gonna fully step in and co-opt some of the credit, but like CKLN loved you. Community radio loved you.
Thank
It
you.
wasn't. It was Turbo totally started it off.
Yeah.
But I mean, you went to Ron's studio and Ron played it on CKLN.
Yes, he
sometimes,
did. He did.
Right? And
He
I
did.
remember like both stations, and then CHRY followed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
I've been very
hooray.
fortunate. I got a lot of love in this city,
A lot of us, we kind of rate people that aren't cookie cutter. Right?
Yeah.
The blueprint vibrations.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
If I wanted somebody to sing the Frankie Paul version of Cushion Peng, I'm sure that they would, and people might know it if I played it on G98. But you on the Sketel rhythm is like the kind of thing that me as like a music lover is gonna go, "Ooh, that sounds really cool."
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sitting here and every time I talk to you, I learn a little bit more. And I'm still sitting here shaking my head going, well, I didn't know that Prayer was produced by a woman.
Yes. Yes.
Is that the only woman producer that you've worked with?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not enough of us.
Yeah.
You guys should start making music over there.
She's an artist.
She's an artist.
Yeah.
Come share the microphone. Nkrumah is always accompanied by interesting people. And I think this is how I met Rasyanchi, actually, accompanying Nkrumah to my radio show some time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Here, I can pass you the All righty. So, do me a mic check for me. I think you're live.
Check.
Okay, you're like me. We have to be a little louder than Nkrumah and his boomy voice.
Check.
Welcome, Sistren.
Hello. Good evening.
In behind every great man, like literally, I meant situationally. Like you were literally sitting behind Nkrumah a few minutes ago, and if he hadn't said that you were an artist, I wouldn't have known. And whoops, bad Nkrumah, bad Nkrumah. Introduce your friend properly, please.
Okay. Well, everybody, this is the rapper, R&B singer, soul vibes person, can do almost anything in music.
Oh, wow.
This is Lady J, the artist.
Okay. Lady J, the artist.
Greetings.
Welcome. Where did you come from?
Well, many moons ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Galaxy far away. I'm originally from Montreal.
Okay.
I've been in the city almost 20 years now.
Okay.
I've toured all over the world. I originally started in Montreal. I had a scholarship to play basketball.
Oh, wow.
Years ago in the United States, in Michigan.
Okay.
And unfortunately, due to an accident, I hurt myself, came back and decided to jump, right into music. And I've been doing it ever since. I did take a little bit of a break as well myself. And now I'm just kind of rebranding my name.
Mm-hmm.
So as Nkrumah said, my name is Lady J, the artist.
Okay.
Originally, I started as Lady Justice, but
Right.
Over the years, I realized I'm not just in one lane.
Yeah.
So I called myself
Hey,
an artist.
I'm all about justice, man. Justice is very important, and artists are also very important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Montreal actually has a very rich reggae community that is unbeknownst to most Torontonians, but there's
Absolutely.
some really talented people in Quebec.
Absolutely.
I love Munia Sahara.
Yes.
And there are a few people from Quebec, Ja and I, like that are just so talented.
Absolute
And
legends,
it's
yeah.
like we've got like this silo thing going on here in Toronto, and we don't recognize it.
Yeah.
I know that I want to talk about you, but why do you think that is? Like, it's not the same in Montreal. They're okay with Toronto people, but Toronto people are like, ooh, you over there.
I've been trying to figure that out for almost 20 years. I cannot answer that question. I think over the years it changes.
For real.
There are a lot of times that it is very siloed, and a lot of times there are a lot of collaborations.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, I've collaborated with many people from here and vice versa.
Of course.
A lot of my colleagues and people that I grew up with doing music back home in Montreal,
Yeah.
They're the ones that I used to watch come to Toronto and stuff all the time.
Right.
So, I'm in a different category of music, but
by genre.
by genre, but
Right.
being of Jamaican background myself, I have a very heavy influence of reggae and just Caribbean music as a whole, calypso, soca, you name it. But I'm at heart an R&B hip hop
Person.
artist.
Yes, an artist.
Yeah.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, je parle français.
I have been telling my child who's in French immersion and in grade 9, and he's now beginning to agree with me because he's found a couple of French African rap bands.
Absolutely.
That one of the best ways to learn French is to listen to the music.
100%.
The music is so cool, and even if you don't understand it, it kind of sounds cool.
Yeah, it does.
But it also helps you to understand it eventually if you listen to it over and over again. And
yeah. you definitely have to just jump in, whether you're listening to music, watching TV, listening to the radio, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It'll definitely just immerse yourself into it.
For real.
Yeah, I've been speaking it my whole life, so for me, it's second nature. But
Right.
to those who do not speak French, that's kind of how I suggest that people get into learning the language.
Is from the musical standpoint. I mean, you can learn about anything from music, but if I wanted to find your music or you online, how do I do that?
I'm on all social media platforms as Lady J the artist.
Okay.
Every single thing: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. Lady J the artist, all one word.
I'm so impressed with the people who know how to do that and find the time for it. And now that there are so many different platforms, it really is like a full-time job.
Oh, it is.
You
It
know,
definitely is.
It's hard to actually have a full-time job because
Yeah.
you could just be on social media all day long. But I mean, that is actually one of the ways that you kind of have to push your music at this point in time. So,
Absolutely.
okay,
Absolutely.
Lady J the artist. I'm going to leave here as a very bad social media person and add you. I promise.
That's okay. Not a
I'm
problem.
going to add you on a couple of things.
Absolutely.
And I
Thank you.
really look forward to hearing your music. Inkrima can give you our various links. Me, Specialist and Squidly from Climax, Culture, right? The rest of the team here, we all appreciate good new music. And
Sounds good.
if we like it, we will play it. And like you just heard, 25 years later, pull it out of the vaults and be like, remember this?
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, when something's good, it's good. It really doesn't matter, like the label or the producer or, of course, the artist matters. But
Mhm.
if it's good music, it's good music. Whether
Absolutely.
it's in English or French or Hebrew or,
Yeah.
vibes are vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes are definitely
Absolutely.
vibes. Well, I'm really sorry that I didn't know who you were.
That's okay.
I don't. I obviously don't get out much.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't expect everyone to know who I am, but my goal is to at least touch, even if it's just one person a year, one new ear. I'm okay with it.
Well, send me some songs.
I definitely will.
You'll touch a few New Year's next week or the week after, because
Sounds good.
yeah, for sure.
I definitely will. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Welcome to Rebel Music. I think Inkrima will tell you I support women artists probably more than I support men artists because you kind of need to, because otherwise we fade into the background.
Absolutely.
No offense to the people in here with those kinds of genitals, but like the women artists need a bit of a push, especially
Absolutely.
from other ladies.
Yeah, and
Who
we need,
know
to,
it's
we need to
hard.
support each other as
Yes.
well. So we need to continue to do that. I'm all about that. So
Cool.
absolutely. Thank you
Well,
very much.
you should also remind me when the show is done to give you Petra's links, because Petra is sort of the marketing person here at the station, and she's all about celebrating other women, which is how
Awesome.
I wound up here. And she's a really good artist and marketing person herself. So, and she has 2 or 3 different shows and connections to here. So
Awesome.
yeah, we'll get you into the rotation. Inkrima is a sort of a pretty harsh critic. For him to rate you music wise, like I remember you telling somebody who shall remain nameless because we like this person, but I remember you telling them that their music wasn't good enough yet, and that person now has a Juno. So
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Speaking of Junos in Quebec, I mean, Cairo McLean's song that everybody knows. I mean, that's a Montreal production.
It is.
Right, Easy
Yeah.
Now, the Tim Dub. That's a Tim Dub production.
Yep.
And I mean, big up everybody that Cairo has worked with since Dub, but that since Tim Dub, but no song has matched that in terms of how far it's gone and how appealing it is to so
Yeah.
many people. And that's one of the cool things about Montreal, because they're not sort of stuck in the Toronto envelope.
Absolutely. There Montreal is has a very vast range of like all
Everything.
kinds of talent and
Yeah.
just we have different, I don't even want to say we have different ears, but just
Well,
we like to take things in different directions and
Yes.
we're not afraid to take
The
chances.
market is totally different. There are as many
Absolutely.
Haitians as there are Jamaicans.
Oh,
there
yeah.
are as many people from, I mean, like you go to the markets in Montreal and the Caribbean products are now being sold by Jamaicans. It's people
Yeah.
from like Martinique and St. Lucia
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Dominica and like
Absolutely.
and they all smile all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I love cooking, so my
Yeah.
favorite thing to do in Montreal is to go to the Jean Talon market and
Oh.
and buy food to bring
you
home and
know.
cook here.
Oh, that's
And-
how I know you're telling the truth. When you mention the Jean Talon market, you know what you're talking about.
Well, I do, because I mean, I've been going back and forth to Montreal. I will say this, like Montreal enjoys a different kind of music than Toronto. Like
Absolutely.
Midnight didn't come to Toronto. They went to Montreal.
Yeah.
right? And if I say midnight to most people here in Toronto, they're like, "Who?" And I'm like, "Don't you know Saint Croix?" And they're like, "Saying what?"
Yeah,
you
true.
know? Like, and they're like, "Croix?" They can't even say it. And they're like, "Chocolate, it's Croix." And I'm like, "All right, fine, whatever." But go hear Midnight and Desiree and that vibe of music, and that's the same line of rockers, deep, bassy goodness as Nkrumah.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And Montreal has that in spades.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay. So I meant to talk about you guys and not Montreal, but I'm glad that you followed me down my tangent. And
No
Nkrumah will
problem.
tell you sometimes like the best interviews come from my random tangents.
That's okay.
I hope that people go and find Lady J the artist and Nkrumah music on all of the different social media platforms. And we will be sitting here having a different conversation after the Junos start rolling in, because you do not have to be cookie cutter
Absolutely.
here at Rebel Music, or neither should you have to be in music in general. Avoid the cookie cutter. Be different. Be who you are. I love it.
Yeah, I think I think, I speak for both of us when I say we're very much far from that.
Yeah.
We don't want to fit in one box.
Yeah.
We can be very perplexed at times, but it's all about, bringing out that creativity and just introducing it to the world.
Yes. And growth and spreading a message,
Absolutely.
spreading a message that isn't just gangs, guns, girls,
Absolutely.
Though music about gangs, guns, and girls from YouTube would probably be very interesting. I don't mean to not knock the traditional subject matter, but I would like to hear. You're both wearing the same shirt.
Yeah,
Same brand. Yeah.
Same brand.
Oh, is there something significant about that?
You want to tell them?
Sure. So the brand is Style by Stout. Shout out to Messiah, who's another amazing artist. Now Messiah used to run an organization, actually a record label called Age Cap Music Group, which he still does.
Sounds familiar.
And I was a part of that label for 21 years.
Oh wow.
Actually. So I'm an independent artist now, but Messiah and I have worked together since we were teenagers. So, we're very close in that aspect.
Yeah.
And this is actually his clothing brand, Style by Stout. So,
Style
you
by
know,
Stout.
we're
I
wearing
saw
it to
the
support it.
SXS and I was like,
Yeah.
sexes?
Style by Stout.
Style by Stout. Okay, that's the X.
Yes.
I was trying to figure. I was like, "There's no way that Nkrumah would be walking around with a shirt that said sex on it." Like,
No.
not my like. I
No,
tell
no,
brethren here.
no.
Yeah, I think. I mean, there's not really. I mean, there's obviously not something that you can or could or shouldn't say as a human being with freedom of expression in Canada, but. I can't see you wearing a shirt that said sex on it. Like it just
No, it's
that's
not
your
my
way.
style. No.
Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so I learned some cool things today. Thank you, good people, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I'm still so psyched that Prayer was written by a woman. I think I'm gonna have to.
No, I wrote,
You wrote the song,
I
but
wrote
the music, the production.
yeah.
The production.
Yeah.
I'm sorry when I say I meant the production. I know
Yeah.
those are your lyrics.
Yeah. I think it's her and her partner, but
Her and her partner.
but it's their production. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look her up too. Lady
Yeah.
Catty.
KTY Selector or some. It's hard to pronounce. That's how I know her. I haven't spoken
Okay.
to her in years, but because I put out Prayer came out years ago,
Right.
from before the COVID.
Yep.
So, but yeah, she produced that song, and she also produced another song named
I'm gonna have to go find it.
what's the song called again? Why can't I remember the name of this song? She produced another song of mine. I just can't remember the name of it right now.
That's okay. Sometimes playing the music is.
My mind is going blank. I'm sorry, people.
Play reggae music, sister. It's Aina and Nkrumah. Joe! Chuck it in a rubber dub style. And she a chuck it in a African style. And she a chuck it in Canadian style. And she a chuck it in a worldwide style. Chocolate play music all night long. I say she play reggae all night long. I say she play one drop all night long. They gonna play. Say chocolate play. I say she play music all night long. Say chocolate play music all night long. She play the reggae music all night long. Beg you no play. So chocolate play. I say she play music all night long. She play upon water, she play upon dry land. She give it style, she give it enough pattern. She give we all a five feet champ on any version. She tell we boy, a big man, a big man. Girl, a girl, she say, oh man, nigga, oh man. No matter how you're feeling, it's her opinion. Say DJ Chocolate chant to she nation. Boom! Chocolate play music all night long. I say she play reggae all night long. I say she play one drop all night long. I beg you play, DJ Chocolate play. I say she play music all night long. I say she play dance all night long. I say she play hip hop all night long. I beg you play, say DJ Chocolate play. What could the raga as a band champion? Smoke Oshung Peng as she same one. She eat good food and no office stay strong. She no fi use her foot and hand as her ass weapon. So listen clean, it's called communication. She a the real thing, she a no animation. The boy them want lock her up a damn station. Me tell her sir, if I saw a damn invasion. Boom! Chocolate play music all night long. I said she play reggae all night long. I said she play one drop all night long. I beg you play, say DJ Chocolate play. I said she play hip hop all night long. I said she play gospel all night long. I said she play soca all night long. Beg you fi play, say DJ Chocolate play. Say she a chuck it in a European style, and she a chuck it in American style, and she a chuck it in a Asian style. One play DJ Chocolate, one play, and you a chuck it in a raga style. DJ Chocolate, you're wicked and wild. They say, are you all up the profile? As true DJ, so watch the music play. Celestia, DJ Chocolate, it's Anna and Kruma. Think I'll play music all night long, Rasta. Empress Manen, the queen is who you represent. Celestia, Joe.
Yeah, this is Mr. Calm Clean, the Baby Touch representing. Once again, enough respect, DJ Chocolate, the original Rubber Dub Empress. I say enough respect to Judah Roots, DJ Lights. Yeah, the job. Baby, the king of love is all I bring. Bam, belong, belong, bam, belong, belong, bam, diddly bounce, yeah. Oh, no. Hey, hey, you may not know. Easy now, fi kill your sound. It's so easy now, fi Chocolate kill your sound. It's so easy now, fi Judah kill your sound. It's so easy now, and it's so easy.
I saw you at a dance one night. You looked so sweet, you looked so right. My friend said to watch my step. You hurt more guys than any other yet. But like a fool, I lost my head. Fell head over heels in love again. I'm lost for sure. But I'm telling you now, so you better beware. I'm wild, wild, wicked and wild. Tonight I'm gonna make you all mine. Wild, wild, wicked and wild. Wild, wild, wicked and wild. Tonight I'm gonna make you all mine. Wild, wild, wicked and wild. I'm gonna buy you a red ribbon for your hair. So pretty up yourself tonight, cause you know I'll be there. We're stepping out tonight, and this feeling so right. So come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, girl. I'm feeling wild, wild, wicked and wild. Tonight I'm gonna make you all mine. Wild, wild, wicked and wild. I'm feeling wild, wild, wicked and wild. Tonight I'm gonna make you all mine. Wild, wild, wicked and wild. saw you at a dance one night. You look so sweet, you look so right, my friend.
So, Rebel Music is a music show as well as a talk show, even though we turned it into a talk show because I have such excellent company tonight in the form of Nkrumah and Lady J, the artist. The full name. Not just the first two words, all four. I got you. But I do want to actually play some music because another of our colleagues is coming in. He's having his record release this weekend. So we need to big up the one Kirk Diamond.
Yeah, big up Kirk Diamond. You know,
Big up
congratulations. You know.
Exactly. On the Juno. Yep.
Yep. Congratulations.
I like it when the Junos pick the good songs.
Yeah.
That was one of the meritorious ones.
Yeah.
So big him up and big you guys up and big up the Satellites who
Yes.
blaze the trail for all y'all.
Yes.
and I'm gonna run some songs, but yes, Kirk Diamond is trying something that's completely unheard of. I've never heard reggae music at the Drake before.
Yeah.
Which is where his release is this Saturday night. So we're going to be talking to him shortly. And there's actually quite a lot of very good Canadian music going on this weekend.
Definitely.
I was kind of surprised and thrilled actually with the fact that Kirk is bringing reggae to the Drake. And I gotta big up my girl Tanya P and a few other people that are that are on the Sunday night party because of course it's Thanksgiving, so everybody's got Monday off.
Yep.
Reggae R Us, the Reggae R Us Fest is going on inside of 1111 Barmack Drive in North York for Papa Levi's album, the Heart of Love album. Papa Levi, of course, being another Toronto stalwart. We're going to play some Papa Levi in the next few minutes, but that's a crazy good lineup. I have to say, all kinds of people. Exco is on that. Big up my friend Johnson Code,
Yes.
Inoa, Tony Anthony, Miss Triss, Chris Stone, Planky Don, like all kinds of good people, and DJ Corey on the ones and twos. So that's totally going to be good vibes. I'm very excited that there's live good Canadian reggae music all weekend long for Thanksgiving weekend. It's the kind of thing that makes me want to give thanks.
Definitely.
So big up everybody. Big up the Satellites, like I said. Fergus, Jojo, may he rest. There's so much good music from the Satellites and Fugitive and Messenger in that era that really helped set the bedrock for you guys. So
Definitely. Yeah, we give thanks for them, because without the
real.
foundation, we wouldn't be who we are today. So we
Exactly.
give thanks for everything they went through. And I can just imagine, because what we're going through, a lot of us complain now, but
it was a
must
lot
have been
harder when
20, 30
these
times
guys were-
harder at that time. So I really
just
give
wasn't
thanks for
done.
them, because they never gave up and they kept the fire burning. That
And
we
this
could do
album
what
that-
we can do.
This we're listening to this Juno Award-winning album from the 80s, and it still sounds great.
Still sounds great.
It still sounds great. I wish everybody's production sounded as good as the Satellites in the 80s.
Yes.
So, okay, I got to play more music because I've gotten a lot. I just looked at my phone for the first time in an hour. So I want to big up everybody on the outside. Tanya, Love Jones, all of the people that messaged and said that they were enjoying it. But I will say I got 3 messages going, Chocolate, are you going to play any music at all? Or are you just going to talk all night? So given that Kirk's going to show up here any minute, I got to play some songs. I got to definitely play some songs. But thank you guys for coming. And there's a jug of juice over there. There's some spliff. Big up Reggae Roots. Big up Roots Reggae Radio. This is like the most comfortable reggae place that anybody can play music on the radio. We can actually enjoy ourselves as well as play
Rastafari.
music
Big respect to Roots Reggae Radio.
every time. And big respect to you guys in Nkrumah Music, Lady J the artist on all your social media.
Thank you very much, DJ Chocolate.
when the day is over and the work is done, and you need a little taste of the summertime fun. You know what I mean. And then you find a little corner and you try to kick back, but you feel kind of restless and you can't relax. You know what I mean. Now is the time for the summertime fun. Whoa, for the summertime fun. And then you take a little drive when the evening comes. There's a bonfire burning in the setting sun. You know what I mean. How when the music starts playing and the people start rocking, then you know you gotta let your body do the talking. You know what I mean. Now is the time for the summertime fun. Oh, for the summertime fun.
Tough in the jungle, but I persevere through the strength of the conquering lion. Yo, 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 yo. So strengthen up, lion, not a no right. You strengthen up, lion, not a no right. Just strengthen up, lion, not a no right. Right, right. Hey, you strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Just strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Right. Hey, one gotta be tough like a lion in a Zion. I'm man holding it firm, you know, say iron, sharp and iron. Think you don't try, I man keep telling you to try on. Fly on, at the lion, I'm man rely on. So stand firm and just hold your faith. Babylon, them wicked, but are truly greater. Love over here that we appreciate. So chant and meditate with this one and say, think right, talk right, walk right, teach right. Keep chanting until you reach the higher heights, yo. Show love, make peace and unite, boom! And strengthen up, lion, not a no right. You strengthen up, lion, not a no right. Just strengthen up, lion, not a no right. Right. Let me say, you strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Just strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Right. Well, first they choose you, then they use you, then they refuse you, then they abuse you. A lot of them have to come reach to the top, and the face of them have to come bruise you. Yeah, but you know if you come do it like they do. No, you have your rights, we do it like you do. Yeah, me lion not goes with me lion face. A lion park come fi bust the place. This one reaching out to all the human race. Now is the time, we got no time to waste. Hey, so think right, walk right, talk right, teach right. Keep chatting until you reach the higher heights, yo. Show love, make peace and unite, boom! And strengthen up, lion, not a no right. You strengthen up, lion, not a no right. Just strengthen up, lion, not a no right. Right. Let me say, just strengthen up, lioness, and no right. You strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Strengthen up, lioness, and no right. Just do right. Yeah. cause we are lions in the jungle. Ilya is the conquering lion, lion of all lions. Yo, 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 yo. One gotta be tough like a lion in a Zion. I'm man holding it firm, you know say iron sharpen iron. Think you done try, I man keep telling you to try on. Fly on, hail the conquering lion. One heart to love, one yard to love, one universal love. It's universal love worldwide from the human rights. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love. The forces of Rasta and goodness, them ever surround us. So take it from Marcus, give thanks and be conscious. But to me no Rufus, it no good if flex nervous like you want freak out. You will try come purpose, but the works of Jah, they shall cleanse and purge us. And to do good work, Selassie always encourage us. To do wickedness, I man will always discourage us. On the love in excess, and I got a big surplus. In the times of strength, in the times of weakness, in the times of peace, in the times of distress, we give thanks to Jah, who no know me a God bless. Light up the chalice race and pass me the good cess. Hey, I which I love in a way heart, I just a love in a way. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a me heart. Yeah. Real love, genuine love. Real love, like a genuine love. Real love, genuine love. Them whole heap of fuck revive, and we no one that's around us. A mysterious, so them a try confound us. We don't know them style and it no stop from astound us, but them can't change their ass. Jaja who crowned us, Jaja who crowned us. Jaja who crowned us. Say once we were lost, but it's a lassie who found us. Blood through me vein and Jaja love it abound us. Through that tune wicked, why them go and rewound us. Jaja love is free, him never borrow nor lend us. Rasta up front, nobody mix up or blend us. Just send we straight to Babylon and try bend us. Just make them know that it's a lassie I send us. Hey, I which I love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a me heart. I just a love in a way heart. I just a love in a way. I just a love in a me heart. Yeah. Real love, genuine love. Real love, like a genuine love. Rastafari is real love, genuine love.
Mother Nature makes the drum and bass, natural rhythm, so she whine our way. Right now I got no time to hesitate, knowing only love alone can conquer hate. Can you feel it in the melodies? Yeah. Music with sincerity, yeah. Call of positivity, Bob Marley, Rastafari's legacy. We see children as reality. Now it's Time to set the captives free. Yeah, Africa for Africans. Yeah, now it's Africans for unity. Africans unite. Yeah. Africans unite. United. Africans unite. Yeah. Africans unite. Leaders of society. Yeah. From distraction comes our poverty. While you fighting over policies, ink on paper, change is global poverty. Life is now a contraband. Yeah. Life is in danger. Religion bleeds the hearts and soul of man. 30,000 children die every day. We, this generation, questions why it has to be this way. Africans unite. Yeah. We Africans unite. Yeah. Africans unite. Yeah. Africans unite. United, Africans unite. Unite, unite. Yeah. Africans unite. Come on now. Africans unite. Unite, 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 unite. Africans unite. Justice and equality. Let me tell you, we'll stop global insecurity. We got to see right now that war defeats humanity. Oh, yeah. Africa's my destiny.
If a reality no one, let me hear you say chocolate sound. Big up all Toronto, all of Canada, Jamaica, Brazil. Chocolate sound, the original Rubber Dub Empress. Judah Roots, DJ Lights. You large.
Yeah, na 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 na. Yeah. This song plays the best songs. Good music is what DJ Chocolate understands. Perfect 98 chocolate sound play. The greatest sound is this one right here. The best woman DJ is right before your eyes. Dance is gonna be full of vibes. DJ Chocolate what the world needs, and she shall be spotted tonight. Chocolate sound will show you the way. Chocolate you can't survive. Staying in the moment. Chilling the party in the moment. Chocolate is thrilling, it's a crowd of people tonight. Staying in the moment. Chilling the party in the moment. Chocolate is thrilling, it's a crowd of people tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Sing and dance. Let me sing and dance. The times are rough. War keeps on fighting and no sign is giving up. Music is the perfect solution for what is really going on. Come and sing and dance. Good times are tough. War keeps on fighting and no side is giving up. Music is the only solution for what is really going on. Over Scarborough, Rexdale connection. Watch out the people, keep the music at peace. Music is the ghetto to the parliament. Music got food when the youth that can't eat. Let me sing and dance, 'cause times are rough. War keeps on fighting and no side is giving up. Music is the perfect solution for what is really going on. Come make we sing and dance, but times are tough. War keeps on fighting and no side is giving up. Music is the only solution for what is really going on. Now everybody knows what I want. How the system of the people living so hard. No money in the city, it's no funny. I just the beat of music with the garrisons come. Just the beat of music with the garrisons come. Yeah. Well, alright then. Go sing and dance, but times are rough. War keeps on fighting and no side is giving up. Music is the perfect solution for what is really going on. Come and we sing and dance, but times are tough.
Yeah, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, yeah, right now. Hey, Mr. Music, you sure sound good to me. Without no blood, no cry, without no controversy, but every time reggae music plays in the dance hall, it's almost frightening. 'Cause it's a black thing, a white thing, a Rastafari thing. Why they fighting, I don't know. Here we stay the rub-a-dub, they push and shove in and dance all. And when the people unite, when I'm too cold, skanking all night long. 'Cause I'm too cold, skanking all night long. I said one clash, one strike, and next one hit the ground. But you Bantan was playing, can't get what him saying. Move away from my reggae sound. Hear me say the rub-a-dub, then push and shove in and dance all. And when the people unite, when I'm too cold, skanking all night long. 'Cause I'm too cold, skanking all night long. Hear my plea people when I sing, I say put reason to your rhyme. Without all the blood and your crime, because the craziest things go on in the CBO style. Cause the craziest things go on in the CBO style. Yeah, yeah, them too evil. Reggae music don't go for these people. And most definitely, and I'm full. Reggae music don't go for these people. And most definitely, the tension is getting harder. I've got to hold my head under water. I say, yeah, yeah. Said one strike, and next one hit the ground. But you Bantan was playing, can't hear what him saying. Move away from my reggae sound. He was in a rub-a-dub, then push and shove in and dance all. And with the people unite, when I'm too cold, skanking all night long. 'Cause I'm too cold, skanking all night long. Hear my plea people when I sing, I say put
Empress Chocolate. Yeah, man. DJ Chocolate. The original Robert of Empress. Judah Roots. DJ Lights. Yeah, man. Toronto, Canada, Jamaica, America. You don't know, you know, scene. Empress Chocolate's a history. Sparky Rugged say history. Yo, Lego the rhythm, yeah. Sure. History. Diddly not, you know. Diddly not, you know. Sure. History. Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Reggae music and no mystery. Empress Chocolate, she I give you history. DJ Lights, Judah Roots say history. Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Reggae music and no mystery. Empress Chocolate, she I give you history. Reggae developed from ska, to R&B in the 1960s. Check your history, only shift rock steady. To the reggae with the organ shuffle, it was say what you sing. 1965, F1 group the vibes. Sweet music, good levels and great style. 1967, the great clan Seattle, sir. Set him one pace with the one style. History, Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Reggae music and no mystery. Empress Chocolate, I give you history. DJ Lights, Judah Roots set history. Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Reggae music and no mystery. Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Yeah! Empress Chocolate give you reggae history. And that she love to teach. Yeah, man. Listen. Israelites is the song, England's first #1, written by Desmond Dekker and the one Leslie Kang. Desmond Dekker and the Aces, 1969, top 10 US charts, reggae hit the front line. 1971, England's classic band, Black Slate as what, Chaka Mad Professor, Misty in the road sun, Mitumbi UB40, a group back then take over. History, Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Reggae music and no mystery. Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Yo, Chocolate, the rhythm done? Run back the rhythm, yeah. Run it back. Yeah, man. Run it back. Rhythm can't done, say no. And the history not done. No, sir. No, man. I just where I started from. Pick up the great Glenn Brown, Tony and Owe, the great Ethiopians, Barrington Spence, the one Larry Marshall, the great Duke Finn, Winston Francis come set him own thing, the legend Sir Bonnie, the great Scotty, Enos McLeod, Nanny the Observer, them put sweet music, put you on a fever. When you get the fever, you start to shiver, you say history. Empress Chocolate, I give you history. Reggae music and no mystery. Empress Chocolate, she I give you history. History.
As a selector, you can never go wrong. If you play me a record from the foundation, yeah. Nothing no nicer than a Dennis Brown song. Bartender could you bring another one, me and my baby. I groove to some sweet reggae music. Rock into some sweet reggae music. Everybody rock and come in reggae music. Big sound of that. I'm missing no disrespect to Jazzy Papa rap, but at the straight reggae music, we were right round the clock. As the alternately stop, then the berries some and drop. I make the racing at the corner, drop his flip and go so. Cool, I play that one from the top, even the old man drop his stick and tongue and just start to rock. You won't feel no pain when the bass line attack. Reggae run every country on the map, me I tell you. As a selector, you can never go wrong. You play me a record from the foundation, yeah. Nothing no nicer than a Dennis Brown song. Bartender could you bring another one, me and my baby. I groove to some sweet reggae music. Rock it to some sweet reggae music. Everybody rock and come in reggae music. Yeah, sound of bless. Well, long time me I tell them self stop it. Make some better music, come up with some better topic. All them talk about a swagger and money in a pocket. Who a fool on the ends, who a lock it. Who a use knife, who a bust automatic. Who a dash gun, who a use ratchet. Open up the air with Jaja put in a your socket. I say that the music now make anybody happy so bad. As a selector you can never go wrong. You play me a record from the foundation, yeah. Nothing no nicer than a Dennis Brown song. Bartender could you bring another one, me and my baby. I groove to to some sweet reggae music. Rock it to some sweet reggae music. Everybody rock and come in. Baba man, and a big sound. Well, nowadays it's not easy. We get a sound, we play a bar it and leave it. If you request it, then because you believe me. If I know your birthday, you can't ask me as Stevie. I wonder how them we call themselves DJ. When you only problem, no, I don't want on them DJ. If you can put a Gregory eyes upon replay, I tell us how with the road card. You want to leave the dancer.
Freddy, if it's a fight they want, tell them we're ready.
Yes, I know your evil plan, Mr. Babylon.
Captain, sing this song.
Well.
Make them know we're standing strong. Bang.
You Babylon, you're wrong man.
So wrong.
Babylon. Wrong man, you Babylon, you're wrong man, you Babylon.
No more pressure, no more oppression.
You brought us down here in captivity. Whip us with your brutality.
Slavery.
Turn your back on humanity. You got no love and no liberty. Gappy what we say.
Babby, wrong.
Wrong man. You Babby, shouldn't trouble Jaja plan. Mistake, you shouldn't touch your rasta man. Oh well.
Through them corrupted, greedy and evil, they coulda never ever said them protect the people. And them bring the coke and the heroin needle. I watch like the eyes of the eagle. But tell them, Jaja bill me no filthy. I'm innocent till proven guilty. You have to hang me with your rope. Put me in the shackle. Captain, come sing out, cause we ready for the battle.
You brought us down here in captivity. Whip us with your brutality.
Look at that.
Turn your back on humanity.
And the world.
You got no love and no liberty. Hey, Babylon, you're wrong man.
Sing out,
you
Freddy.
Babylon, wrong man. Babylon, you're wrong man. Babylon.
Sit ya.
Oh, well.
All them care about is money. Same Bobby wrong in the rain, the same in the sunny. You can't trick Freddy and Gappy, cause Bobby wrong you too happy. Tell them say them system the most I have to stop it. Tell them say your lightning bolt when him clap it. You can't live in a Bobby wrong and be happy. I have to be real, me and a carbon copy. See there, I see them. I see them coming at them Babylon van. I try to come and tell me say me in a gang. So me say move from me dirty Babylon.
Babylon, you're wrong man. You Babylon.
DJ Chocolate. Gotta big her up, you know? You know why? Anyway. Oh, God bless no man curse. No for them the love is see DJ Chocolate reach first. Every day another sound, then another long curse. Party of one the bus on every sound disperse. DJ Chocolate on the mountain. She's on the mountain, DJ Chocolate's on the mountain, she's on the mountain top, Chocolate up on the mountain, she a play up on the mountain, big bad ups on the mountain. Hey DJ Chocolate, watch out now. DJ Chocolate, you're coming from a generation when artists lyric need full of education. The leaders of the road are the United Nation. Never want to hear chocolate on them station. No chocolate, you have a reggae reputation. Origin Canadian, Toronto one. Chocolate, you know, say you are real number one. And anywhere you go, you're full of foundation. From now as a little bit in the school playground. Dump on turntable and a dubbing on. Never want to play football, now want to play ping pong. The invisible microphone you have and I said, chocolate settle down. Okay, chocolate selector. DJ Chocolate. One mix it up proper. Now everybody knows a gunshot. Hey DJ Chocolate, you know me love that. Play some reggae tunes from way back. Yeah. From way back, way back, way back.
Play by the king and miss and love is all I bring as I say. All out of love and the purpose was for us to be free. And I know Judge never make no borders to we. Divide and rule I see is their best wishes when their plan is to build walls instead of building bridges. But hear the music now to liberate with. A love alone can overthrow the hatred. So much effort they put to separate with. Them a go on until one day them realize that we are not up to play with. But while the news are giving rumors about how much there is a new world war, and them alone can tell me what they're fighting for. But I know a place that can unite us all. I call it the dance hall, but you will know it as the reggae party. No bring no trouble when you're there in a me party. I'm not a figure a Dennis Brown in a me party. That sure sounds good to me. And now I tell you about it, the reggae party. I love the machine, I bring a queen in at the party. I'm not a figure a Jacob Miller in the party. That sure sounds good to me. I said that sure sounds good to me.
People fighting every day. Look and see it everywhere. So the mankind needs to find an escape, a place to put down all their cares. And if you really search, you will find it. A little phenomenon, money no Babylon come from the island. There ain't no cost of entrance, you just pay with your kindness. Cause reggae, it will always stay timeless. Sure sounds good to me. I mean it from reality. It's good to see people fight against brutality. It's lunacy, the crimes against humanity. It is one big plan that it was down, but we will stand because we read
reggae party. No bring no trouble when you're there in a me party. I'm not if you hear a great eyes that in me party. That sure sounds good to me. And now I tell you about it, the reggae party. I love the machine and bring your queen in at the party. You know you have got your good era in the party. That sure sounds good to me. I said that sure sounds good to me in at the party. You know me, I got your good diamond in the party. I make sure me your guy in a me party. That sure sounds good to me. You know we're talking about the reggae party. I all you feel no pain, nobody now me party. You must want to see trouble in the party. That sure sounds good to me. I said that sure sounds good to me.
Yeah, cause if I had to do months and broke it down. Imagine now I keep a party and I don't hear myself. That's trouble, hey, fit. Not try to show no man. Kyrie don't know you have to play on a party, you know. You have to play on the party, you see.
As I would say,
sure sounds good to me.
You know I'm talking about the reggae party. I said that sure sounds good to me. I said that sure sounds good to me.
I myself, Selassie I continually, no matter what the weak heart say, for all I know, I know that all of you shall witness the day that Babylon shall fall.
Yeah, I know we get Babylon don't look to see the crown on the king, but Jah will never give the power to no boy. Yeah, I know we dread. Yeah, I know we dread and them a talk about dread. Yeah, I know we dread. None of them can sell the Rasta as no dirty trade. In a me head, you know, say that them not go sight no 40 lane. Yeah, I know we dread. Yeah, I know we dread. Cause that the born, not the beautiful, tell them say not the dread. Not the will work with you for progress, but not work with no feds. Hear what I said. Freedom is what I and I defend, tell them again. Freedom is what I defend, and not the rule, not the humble. You feel no say not the rough, not the mystic. Like the herbs where I and I puff, we got it no. And Rastafari ambitious, we are no crumb. So when them try to make it tough, we make it dread. Yeah, I know we dread. Babylon no love to see the crown on the king. But I will never give the power to no ball. Yeah, I know we dread. Yeah, I know we dread. And we are dead and dread. Yeah, I know we dread. None of them can style the Rasta as no dirty dread. In my head, you know, say that them now go sight no 40 leg. Yeah, I know we dread. Yeah, I know we dread. Catch through the window, I throw my comb. And from that day, my natty start to grow. I tell them come, never tell you so. Cause them na Rasta youth and now go smell like gold. Cannot be cool, not be fresh. From the roots, yet the flesh. If we strive for the better, we are strive for the best. Nothing less. No we no with no stress. What I meant. When the wicked try to test and we get dread. Yeah, I know we dread. Babylon don't love to see the crown on the king. But I will never give the power to no ball. Yeah, I know we dread. Yeah, I know we dread. And them a talk about dread. Yeah, I know we dread. None of them can stand the Rasta as no dirty dread. In my head, you know, say that them not go find no 40 leg. Yeah, I know we dread. Yeah, I know we dread.
Tommy said, that's a template. Tommy said, what's on the one man? Tommy said, that's a template. Tommy said, what's on the one man?
So we started the show off with great cultural reggae music from somebody who just happens to be Canadian. It's good music from wherever, like Canada, Jamaica, wherever. It's just good music, and we are ending the show with really good music. Congratulations on so many different fronts. You know, random things like record releases and Junos, and like it's been a good year for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We give thanks.
This album has been a sort of a while in the making, right?
Yeah, about 4 years. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we recorded maybe 40 songs.
40 songs.
Yeah, and only 10
Only
10 made it. Yeah.
Well, I was saying to one of my American DJ colleagues on the day that you sent it that it was a really solid album. There's no filler songs.
No.
There is no filler songs on it,
No.
and that is quite unusual in anybody's albums. Again, regardless of geographic distinctions, you know. So salute on that. Where did you make the album? And like it features so many cool Canadian people. Like it's a random cast of very talented.
Everything was done here.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's very important to, use what we have.
Yeah.
Instead of.
By the way, Mr. Diamond is wearing a CBC Music shirt. Just talk about. I don't. There must be some kind of saying about like wearing what you think on your sleeve or something. That's what it is. It's on your sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, I think now, especially in this climate, I think it's the best time to really push Canadian reggae music. You know what I mean? A lot of times we always trying to look back home or wherever else,
Yeah.
and not see what we have here in front of us. You know what I mean? Like
For
the
real.
great Krumah, who's
Yes.
someone that I look up to as an artist. You know what I mean? And so much other artists in the city that I really look up to. So
I'm so happy to have you both in the studio because it is actually like it's like the best of it's the best. It's like you guys
Yeah.
represent really, really good music, and I'm happy for it. So we're talking over the song Dread, which is about the album Dread, and you
Mhm.
are a Dread sitting
Right.
here with very good vibes and a story in 4 minutes to tell it. So I mean, I usually have like the luxury of a long time, but I don't right now. Album release party. Saturday night at the Drake.
Underground. yeah.
I was fully bigging you up for that. I have never heard reggae music at the Drake Underground, so I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
I think you are going to surprise and delight Queen Street.
Yeah, definitely. That's the plan.
What is the plan musically? The flyer is very sort of dark and elegant and mysterious, like you, or like I can't tell what's going to happen at this album release. Who's playing? What's like?
We're playing.
And so
as
who
in
is
the band.
The band. Who's in the band?
So Joshua Lucas.
Nice.
Rasheen Wright, who he's from Jamaica as well, but he just finished schooling at Humber for music.
Awesome.
My band is Caribbean based. it's not just Jamaican musicians. You know, my saxophone player is from Barbados.
Nice.
My keyboardist is from Trinidad. Um, Guitar players Trini and Guyanese.
Yeah.
Right, and then drum and bass obviously is Jamaican.
Mhm.
So, you know,
You can hear it. You can totally hear that. It's. I mean, it's like genre fluid music.
Yeah.
You know, and Nkrumah and I were talking about not fitting into envelopes, and there's a lot of envelopes in reggae music these days, and this doesn't fit into an envelope. It is its own envelope. Like, it's
well,
the
I
same
think
as
that's the
Nkrumah's
thing
music.
with Canadian, especially reggae artists. We've never fit in.
Right.
Right, we've never fit in anywhere, and I think that was the most frustrating part. That was the most frustrating part earlier in my career, because it's almost like I'm too Jamaican to be Canadian, but I'm too Canadian to be Jamaican.
Yes.
Where the industry is
The
concerned.
lament. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we never fit in our envelope. So we just have to make that open space home.
Yes, you do, and that landscape of open space is like, it's kind of like a canvas in an art gallery. It's like you've got
Yeah.
that full option, but who's going to come and look at it, and what are they going to call it, and what envelope are they going to try and put it in?
Right.
You know, but one of the things that I admire about your music though is the quality. Like you're not everything about it sounds good.
Yeah,
You know,
thank you.
there's so if you're the Rashane or the you in your band who's
Yeah.
in school has much to do with that.
No, that was all Finn.
That was all Finn?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
all Finn. Me and Finn, we bonded over the love for 70s, 80s rubber dub roots reggae music,
Yes.
and I guess the vision for the entire project was that love that we have for
Mm.
why we love reggae music.
Yes, makes good sense.
So the album is basically like a timepiece.
Yeah.
Like if we're supposed to,
Yeah.
transport ourselves back to that time, this is what we would sound like
Yeah.
in that time. And I hope that,
No, it does. It comes across like that. It's like a Led Zeppelin album or a Pink Floyd album from those days. It's like a story, like from
Yeah.
start to finish. It's a whole album. It's not like piecemeal singles from different producers that happen to be made within a certain era. It's like
Right.
Yeah, no, it's a story. It's a complete narrative, which is kind of cool. And English professor-ish of me, but I mean that is the art of songwriting, right?
Right.
Sometimes it's just like simple things that get people vibing, and then sometimes there's like a lot of thought cumulatively put into something that's deceptively simple. And that's
Right.
kind of what I think of your music. It's layered.
Come on, thank you.
So you just wanted Juno.
Yeah.
You did, and you represent I think that the younger generation of Canadian people who are actually beginning to succeed in a landscape of like mainly sort of people who were great 20 years ago and are still great now, but
Right.
like it's kind of hard to bust in that sort of circle of music. So
Yeah, and I think you know what it is. I believe the biggest mistake that was ever made, and even myself too, is we look at the word boss or success from other people's perspective and not your own.
right. And what is your perspective?
As long as I'm happy.
Wow, that is a very good standard.
As long as I'm happy, that is
So-
success for me.
So when you come with your next album and we're talking about it, I'm going to ask if you are more satisfied with your music. I will ask if rising on the happy scale with each step. I hope that continues.
Yeah. I mean, with me and my music, everything that you hear with my music is what I'm thinking.
Right.
Or sometimes you're hearing my actual growth.
Mm.
Because this is definitely not greater from 2015 or 18, whatever that was. But it's a growth thing. And you know what I mean? Every day as human beings, we learn, we communicate with people, and we get information. And, we just try to evolve into being better human beings.
Right.
And music to me is like a penny for your thoughts. And I
Yeah.
give thanks to anybody that want to hear what I'm thinking at the time.
Well, if you string it together articulately and you make the music behind it appealing, it's like, of course they're going to.
Yeah,
Right. But not everybody remembers that it's sort of in a way that simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, a million congratulations. Where can people find you? I'm sure people can find you everywhere. Under what under what label? Like what should people look for on Instagram, Facebook?
Just Kirk Diamond, you know what I mean? KIRKDIAMOND.
And a whole bunch of different things pop up.
Yeah. From you find one, you'll find everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And anything coming up that we should know about? What's the next? Well, I mean, an album release on Saturday is pretty. Huge.
Yeah, the album release on Saturday.
You can
and
chill after that.
no, no, I have to fly to England again.
Mm-mm.
On November 1st to promote the album.
Right.
You know, just trying to push the music further.
Cool.
You know what I mean? We're still independent, so that's the stuff that we have to do.
And that is a very good thing. Like the human rights are about to go and slug it out on the road in the States from like town to town to town, and that's what you do, right? You put in the time and the work. So
Yeah.
people all over the world start.
And it's
write your
rough.
music.
It's a very rough, journey, but you come back with more things to write about.
For real.
Yeah,
For
you
real.
come back with more content. So
Yeah.
we look forward to the adventure.
Indeed.
And I wish them the best of luck on theirs.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. We are they are going like Sarnia. They're starting in Sarnia and then going to Chicago and then going south from there. And we're playing at the New Orleans Reggae Festival. I'm really
wow.
excited about that. But so are they. And they have this crazy gig in Texas opening for the Slackers.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
the old punk ska punk
Yeah.
Slacker. They're excited about that. Yeah, they'll have fun. But England is a unique kind of cool. Nkrumah and I were talking about it earlier. Like there's a wild.
The first
music
time I
scene.
heard about Nkrumah was in England.
Really
Yeah.
neat. From
yeah.
who?
Mixmaster J.
Well, that's a pretty good compliment over there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nkrumah is my son's favorite reggae artist.
Well, your son is a man of excellent taste and distinction.
Yeah, definitely.
So speaking of taste and distinction, there's a lot of really cool collaborations on this album.
Mhm.
Fury, Cairo, like
Yeah, Tiffany Malvo.
Yeah. Who are you planning to work with next? Are there any?
Dub Trinity.
Dub Trinity. Oh yeah,
Dub
those boys are
Trinity.
so good. They're so cool. And they
Yeah.
make such cool music. Like their original
Yeah.
music is actually.
I mean, this was like right up their alley as well. You know what I mean? Like they could have fit on any song.
Yeah, for real.
Right? But due to the time frame that we had, because we've been doing this since 2019, we've been building.
Mhm.
So the time never actually came through for us to actually do something. But Nkrumah knows say I'm everywhere he is
Yeah.
supporting, and likewise everywhere I am he's there too. So
It's the good vibes.
yeah. And what I love most now about the city is that all the artists are supporting all the artists. Well, to what I see anyways.
I think this weekend is a very good music weekend in Toronto. Papa Levy's released tonight after yours,
Right.
and your record coming out. I think the future is quite bright for Canadian reggae music right now. Like I'm
Yeah.
excited about it in a way that I haven't been for a few years.
Yeah. And I think more people are trying to pay attention.
I believe that they are, and I believe like the one thing about the internet, like we can cuss the fact that our kids are all stuck to screens all day, but it does make it easier for music to be heard and shared, and
Mhm.
it winds up in people's hands more easily because it's free as opposed to where it was
Yeah.
15, 20 years ago, even though we work really hard and pay to make these records.
Right.
But at the same time, people hear your music much more readily
Mhm.
now than they would have 20 years ago.
And I mean,
And you don't have to pay for 10,000 records to be pressed for people.
well, we do.
Well, you do, but it's more like
Yeah.
2,000 records instead of 10,000
Yeah.
records at this point in
Yeah.
time, even for like large scale bands. So
Right. Because even like now, we were hoping to have all the vinyl and the CDs by Saturday. We won't because the big labels
Yeah.
occupy the time of
The- and the
printing and
presses.
pressing. So
Yeah.
you
so you're doing vinyl?
yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Definitely we do
Vinyl here or in England?
here.
Here.
Yeah, here. Everything about this project is Canadian.
Right.
So it's pressed, printed, recorded, mixed, mastered. Everything is Canadian.
Nice.
Nice. And then we bring it all over the world.
And is it going to be for sale as of Saturday? What's the plan of it?
Pre-sale on Saturday.
Pre-sale.
Right. But yes, it will
Digitally.
be sale. Yeah, digitally it will be available.
Yeah. Well, goodest of luck with
Thank
it.
you.
It's excellent music, and long may it play, and far may it travel.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I'm jealous going to England. What are you gonna you're gonna promote it over there? Does that mean are you gonna play over there?
Not yet. That is the plan. That is the hope. But what we're finding now with a lot of promoters is that they're not really booking talent they're booking
Names.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Very important distinction.
Yeah. So it's like you can book a name, but the name doesn't bring
People.
yeah
Money.
Or yeah, it bring the money, but it doesn't bring the show that you were expecting to see.
Right.
Right, because a lot of people are recording artists and not performing artists. So there's a difference. And we just want to be able to show that we are able to perform and deliver. Right. And everything with us is we try to bring a spiritual movement when we perform. You know, so we still sing song like even though it's the Dread album, we still perform Greater. Still perform Ruler because we perform War. Just because of the message in that music. You know what I mean? I think it's something that the people need to hear. So yeah, man.
For real. And it's a good message. There's a very cool energy when you perform live. So
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
looking forward to coming to the Dread album release on Saturday night. My phone just died. So what number on Queen Street is the Drake?
1150.
1150 Queen Street West. It's Queen and between Dufferin and Ossington, and on the north side of the street. If you haven't been to the Drake Hotel, you should come to the Drake Hotel. It is a beautiful place, and that basement has really good speakers.
Yeah.
It actually, like, for the Queen Street sort of trendy places, it's one of the best sounding ones.
Yeah.
So
I was there last night actually just to look at it and hear it, and it was very impressive.
Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good down there, and it's like I said, it's not usually music that I love. So I'm very excited for Saturday night, and I'm glad I'm home for Thanksgiving and my mom's birthday. I will see you on Saturday night.
Yeah, man,
opening acts, anything like that? Anybody you want to big up on the way out of here?
Let's pick up everybody that is, you know what I mean, all right.
Seriously.
Yeah. big up
Hooray for the
everybody.
all right people. Big up Roots Reggae Radio every time.
Yeah.
Empress Sophia, Nkrumah, Lady J the artist, Kirk Diamond, thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
man,
in.
give thanks.
It's been a very, very good thing to finally have you on the show, because I've been listening to your music for like a decade now, or
I
so
know.
it feels like, or like a long time, and this is, I think, your first time on the show, so welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Come back.
I'll come back with more longer time so
Yes.
we can really reason the right way.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I understand very important business that needed to be attended to first is very important business.
Yeah.
When you're doing a release party, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's
a
my gosh,
lot
yeah.
of work.
And this is my first release party, so
So
Yeah, I
you're catching the flex.
yeah,
So next time, give yourself 2 times as long with twice as much help.
yeah. Next time.
Next time.
No,
Next time.
everything is me. Everything you see will be me. So
Well,
yeah,
then more props to you, and everything is great on Saturday night.
I appreciate it.
Cool. Where can people get in touch? What's the best way to actually reach?
Instagram or Facebook, Kurt Diamond. Like I said, from it, search the name, then you'll find me.
Cool. So bookings and dub plates and all of that goes through there.
Yeah, or they can contact you and they get me same way.
Okay. It's maybe time for some dub work,
Yeah.
cross pollination.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoy doing dub plates as well, and it's always
I
fun
heard
to
your
see.
dubs; they're wicked.
Yeah, because you know what it is?
You lyrically actually think about what you're doing, and
Yeah,
it's obvious.
and
It's
I
obvious.
think that's the why it's so difficult for me. It's actually work.
Yeah.
Because I don't want, like, for example, if 5 Sound want the same dub plate, it won't be the same.
Well, it shouldn't be the same
Right.
in an ideal world, but not everybody does that.
No.
And it's also, I mean, there's a certain kind, and I'm sorry because the next show is supposed to go on, but like too interesting to stop. But it's hard to be as articulate when your intention is killing, like Clash lyrics,
Right.
and your songs are like, I mean, your songs are intense, some of them, but they're not killing. Like I
No.
give you as like a peace soldier rather than
Right.
a killing thing. But your dubs are like the lyrics are very killy, and,
Yeah.
and you manage to still.
It's
come
just
across
because of
as
the
like a
background of where I
conscious
came
agent.
from.
Yeah, but it's a certain kind of
Yeah.
skill, and not everybody has it. You both do. You
Yeah.
both do. It's it's
Yeah.
hard to be a positive killing entity creatively.
That's just the fun part.
It's
That's
the
just the
fun
fun
part. It's what
part.
makes
Yeah.
like you guys and Luciano so much better. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because it's like you can still be positive people while expressing murderous tendencies. And it's kind of an oxymoron, but it's when it's done well, it is done awesomely.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Empress Sophia. let's turn down the dread one and hit go on the song with my Idrin Lord Fury, which is called Trinity. Big up Lord Fury next week, next Thursday, Styles P at the Opera House. Don't forget, get your tickets and get them on Eventbrite.
I shall be there.
So shall I. My apologies to Roots Reggae Radio because I have to work next Thursday at that show at the Opera House. But Climax will be back and they'll be holding it down, and they're clashing that weekend as well. And the Revenge in the Six is going to be some pretty crazy aerations. That
King Shine and all that.
Yes, King Shine and the one newbie, Rebel Town Sound.
Yeah.
So I look forward to hearing them. Perhaps talk to them next week.
Yeah.
So I think that will be a good show. So tune in next week, guys. Same time, same place. Stick. How do I make the next lady's business run properly?
The example set for we, crowning at the balance, cause we want the world to see. The crowning at Empress Menen and Haile Selassie, in front of 72 dignitary, before the youth because we want the world to see. The power of the Trinity, the power of the Trinity. Oh, the power of the Trinity, power of the Trinity. Man, woman and child, man, woman and child, yeah, I say a man, woman and child are the Holy Trinity, Trinity, the Holy Trinity, Trinity.
The man know it true. Yeah, man. Good Lord, you have answered my prayer for more strains and misery. Oh, but
Come here, say you're ready,
good
sir.
Lord,
AJ Jesse.
Call security! For behold, the man who knoweth right from wrong, the man knoweth truth. Yeah, man. Good Lord, you have answered my prayer for more strains and misery. You have lifted me up, oh, and put me higher from all sins and misery, and born again. Ooh, be, I'm free from sin. Oh, boy, I'm born again.
You say you drop on the song, the Jazzy.
Good Lord. For behold, the man who knoweth right from wrong, the man knoweth truth. Yeah, man. Good Lord, you have answered my prayer for more strains and misery. You have lifted me up, oh, and put me higher from all sins and misery, and born again. Ooh, be, I'm free from sin. Oh, boy, I'm born again. At last, I'm free from sins. Whoa. Listen, verily, verily, they say, except a man but born of the water, he cannot see the kingdom of God.
So they say, if you want to be washed in the spirit and the blood, from all sins, believe me, you can be overcome and be born again. And be free from sins. Oh, Lord, Lord, I'm born again. And free from sins.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what your future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky.
You're tuning to RootsReggaeRadio.live every Thursday, 10 to 11. This is Jazzy right now, you know? Big up the whole Roots Reggae Radio Live family.
Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what your future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be content. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love is every day. I can see the rainbow. I'm getting married tomorrow. I can see the rainbow. I'm getting married tomorrow. Just take it slow. They say I'm in love with a stranger. I can see the rainbow. I'm getting married tomorrow. For instance, take it slow. They say I'm in love with a stranger. We've been friends since we were young. I'm grown up now. I am a woman. Gotta give me space to make my decision.
Fire, baby.
Trust in me, even if I'm wrong. Cause he's the kind of man who pays attention. He makes me feel woman. I can see the rainbow. I'm getting married tomorrow. For instance, take it slow. They say I'm in love with a stranger. I can see the rainbow. I'm getting married tomorrow. They say I'm in love with a stranger.
When you're in love, it's a wonderful thing. Do what needs together and the joy it brings. Feel love and happiness inside our hearts, and we stay together. We'll never part. I'm sorry now. It's only a game to release the pain of a broken heart. I'm sorry now. It's only a game to release the pain of a broken heart. Life's so short, so why should we waste it? Girl, you gotta make up your mind to do what you wanna do. Here's my love, so won't you take it?
I'm giving it to you.